On a warm afternoon, AumSum sat beneath a giant banyan tree, watching the sunlight fall through its branches. As the light shifted, his shadow shimmered strangely, stretching and twisting in ways he had never seen before. Suddenly, with a gentle tug, the shadow detached itself from the ground and stood beside him. It looked exactly like AumSum, but darker, a living reflection that could move on its own. Surprised, yet curious, AumSum waved his hand, and the shadow waved back before darting across the meadow. It leapt across walls, climbed trees, and danced along fences, all while mimicking his movements in fun, exaggerated ways. Together, they explored the town, creating joy for those who saw them. Children pointed in amazement, and adults smiled at the odd but harmless sight. But a sudden power outage struck the town, plunging every street into complete darkness. Lamps went cold, markets stopped, and families fumbled helplessly through the night. The blackout quickly became dangerous. People lost their way along narrow streets, and carts collided in the darkness. AumSum knew he had to help. He quickly realized that his walking shadow was no ordinary companion. It could stretch, split, and cover places he could not reach. With determination, AumSum guided his shadow into action. It darted across the town, stretching across walls to guide people along safe paths. In the crowded marketplace, it grew tall, waving its arms, so lost children could follow it back to their parents. At the hospital, the shadow widened into a glowing outline, helping doctors and nurses find their way around dim halls. Meanwhile, AumSum himself used lanterns and glowing embers to create pockets of light, working side by side with his shadow. Finally, after hours of teamwork, the power returned, and the streets lit up once more. Families cheered for AumSum and his shadow.